Hello, good evening, students.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, today we'll start financial analysis. What is financial analysis? Used
Hello.
earlier in our earlier classes, we studied uh, final account, profit loss account, balance sheet. Out of that, you understood what is the gross profit, what is the net profit, and what is the balance sheet. Balance gross profit means the profit which is earned from trading activities. Net profit means when all the indirect expenses charged against the gross profit, we will get the net profit. And again, in balance sheet, there are one side is right hand side. If you will take the T form, the right hand side will display all the assets. Assets means first there will be fixed asset, land, building, plant, machinery, furniture, fixture, and long term investment, then inventory, then your debtors, then bills receivable, then bank balance, then cash. In left side, all the liabilities are there. These are capital account, then capital reserve, then your general reserve, then revaluation reserve, then profit credit balance of profit and loss account, then long term liability like term loan, debentures, and after that current liability will come. Current liability are sundry creditor, bills payable, then short term liabilities, uh, other liability like bank loan payable, all outstandings, bank loan outstanding will come over there. And two side of balance sheet, one is capital and liability. Total of capital liability will be equal to your total asset, that is total of current asset and current total of fixed asset and current asset must be equal. That is known as the balance sheet. Here, what financial analysis? Financial analysis means now you understood what is trading profit loss account and what is balance sheet. First, the case. Suppose I will give you an example. I will tell you I am having two business A and business B. My business A is is earning a profit of 10%. My business B is earning a profit of 5%. Just tell me from your idea, one business is earning a profit of 10% and another business B is earning a profit of 5%. Then which business is better?
Business A.
Please answer.
So the one which is earning 10% profit.
10% is better. How do you know that? Because you got the percentage. The percentage means net profit. Net profit means net profit by total sale. Here, net profit by total sale. Here it is coming 10%, in business A, in business B it is coming 5%. So business A is better than business B. This is the analysis. There are different type of ratio. Here we will discuss ratio analysis. There are different type of analysis are there. First is liquidity ratio. First is liquidity ratio. How liquidity, what is liquidity ratio? Liquidity ratio means it is your capability, your business capability, to pay out your current liability, your strength of your current asset to pay out your current liability. Suppose you are having current asset of 2 lakh and your current liability is 1 lakh. Are you able to pay your current liability? Hello?
Hello.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because current asset
Because
means current asset means your, say it is only bank balance is there. Bank balance is 2 lakh and your sundry creditor is 1 lakh. Can you pay your current liability, that is sundry creditor?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, sir. We can pay.
Rajesh, please tell me.
Yes, sir. The bank balance is higher, so liability can be paid.
Bank balance is 2 lakh and your sundry creditor is 1 lakh. You can pay it out. So here you understand, when your current asset will be more and current liability is lesser than current asset, you can pay your liabilities. So here the current ratio, please write it down, current ratio and formula of current ratio. Current ratio, formula of current ratio is equal to current asset divided by current liability. And your current asset are again is equal to करके do it is equal to and write there also. Current asset means stock plus debtor plus bills receivable plus bank balance plus cash balance divided by sundry creditors plus bills payable. Okay? Then suppose your current asset, total current asset is 10 lakh and current liability will be 5 lakh. What is your current ratio?
2 lakhs, sir.
Huh? Your current asset is 10 lakhs and your current liability is 5 lakhs. What is your current ratio?
So 2:1.
2 lakhs, sir.
2:1. Is that is that
So,
is that 2:1?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh, that is correct. It is 2:1. 2 is to, when ratio is 2:1, it is most favorable balance. Suppose it is more than 2:1, that means you are having unnecessary working capital. What is working capital? Working capital means current asset minus current liability is working capital. If your current working capital is more, you are unnecessarily investing in current asset. So here, when the current ratio is 2, it is favorable for a business. At the time of providing loan, you might have heard that bank, when you ask loan for a bank, when you ask bank for a loan, they will uh, see your current ratio. That means you have to provide your balance sheet and audited balance sheet and profit and loss account to your banker. Your banker will analyze and will see whether your current ratio is 2 or less than that or more than that. If it is less than that, then they will deny to pay you loan. If it will be more than that, they will say your current working capital is more. Why do you want loan then? So it is thumb rule that your current ratio should be 2, right?
Yes.
Again, uh, Selina, please tell me uh, your current asset. What are the current asset means what?
Sir, stock, debtors, bills receivable, bank
Please,
balance,
please
cash.
come again. Please come again.
Sir, stock, debtors, bills receivable, bank balance, cash balance.
Good. That is the current asset, right?
Yes, sir.
And what are the current liability?
Sir, sundry creditors, bills payable.
Do you understand what is bills payable?
Yes, sir.
What is bills payable? I will tell you what is bills payable. Bills payable means suppose you need to pay somebody 1 lakh rupees. You need to provide a promissory note that is endorsed by you, that after 1 month you are going to pay Mr. X 1 lakh rupees. That is a document. This is known as promissory note. You will pay up 1 lakh after 1 month. This is bills payable. Same thing in case of receivable. When you are going to receive some bills in future from somebody, then that is known as bills receivable. Right. Here you understood what is current asset and current liability. I will ask you some questions. Suppose your current asset is 20 lakhs. Your current liability also 20 lakhs. What is the current ratio then?
1, sir.
1.
1 is to 1.
1 is to 1.
1 is to
1
1.
is to 1.
1 is to 1 is to 1 is to 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Is it favorable or what? What is that? Is it good for
Is it good for
organization or bad for
organization or
organization?
bad for organization? Not good, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Just tell me whether bank will provide you loan or not.
No, sir.
No, because 2 is to 1 is most favorable. It may be 1.5 is to 1 can be doable, right? So this is all about current ratio. Another one is quick ratio. Same, when you will deduct from current asset the stock, then rest is your sundry debtor, bills receivable, cash and bank divided by your current liability. That means current sundry creditor plus your bills payable. Suppose Please write down something. Your stock is 2 lakhs. Please write it down. Stock is 2 lakhs. Debtor is 1.5 lakhs. And bank is 1.5 lakhs. And cash is 1 lakh. And your sundry creditor is 2 lakhs and bills payable is 1 lakh. What is your current ratio?
What is the bill total? 1 lakh?
Two is
Hello?
to one.
Hello?
2:1.
Is that because?
Yes, sir.
Because your stock is 2 lakh. Debtor is 1.5 lakh. Bank balance is 1.5 lakh. Then your cash balance is 1 lakh. What is your total current asset?
Six.
Sir, is there any bills receivable?
Because
6 lakhs, sir.
please tell me.
Sir, 6 lakhs.
6 lakhs.
Yes, sir.
And your sundry creditor is 2 lakh.
Yes, sir.
I am telling about current liability. Your sundry creditor is 2 lakh.
Yes, sir.
And
Bills.
your sundry bills payable is
1 lakh.
1 lakh. Then what
Yes,
is your current liability?
3
3
lakhs.
lakhs.
Is how much?
3 lakhs,
How
sir.
much is that?
3 lakh. 3 lakh.
3 lakh. Then what is your current ratio?
2:1.
2:1. Correct. And what is your quick ratio then? What is your quick ratio?
Sir, 4:3.
4:3. Right?
Yes, sir.
And I will tell you one thing. Here, in case of current ratio, the thumb rule is 2:1. But in case of quick ratio, your most favorable ratio is 1:1. Bank will see your document. When they will see, they will their criteria is your current ratio should be 2:1 and your quick ratio should be 1:1. Here it is more than 1. Is that correct? 4:3 means more than 1. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So it is more favorable, I think. So if your balance sheet is like that, certainly you will get the loan. Okay. Now we have finished the liquidity ratio. Again, another things are there, lot of things are there. I can't cover whole the things. Another things is quick ratio is also known as acid test ratio. Just listen, just remember the word, what is acid test ratio, what is quick ratio, that is acid test ratio. Okay, then these are two ratios are known as liquidity ratio. One is current ratio, another one is your quick ratio. Then we'll study what is profitability ratio. Profitability ratio means what? Earlier I told you that if a business making profit of 10%, net profit of 10%, and another business is making a profit of 5%, then 10% profit making business is better than 5%. So, how would you calculate the profitability ratios? profitable gross. First, I will teach you the gross profit ratio. The formula of gross profit ratio is gross profit. Please write down. Gross profit divided by net sale into 100. Gross profit divided by net sale into 100. You know gross profit? And what is net sale? Net sale means, you know, in every sale we add tax, that is GST. So here GST amount will not be included, that will be excluded. This is net of GST. The sale which is net of GST, that is known as net sale. Suppose your gross profit is 25 lakhs and your sale is 1 crore. Then what is your gross profit rate? Please tell me. Madhusmita, please tell me. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Madhusmita, please tell me the gross profit ratio.
Yes, sir. I'm doing, sir.
Okay. Rajesh?
Yes, sir. 25 is
25%. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. Then if the gross profit is 50 lakhs rupees and your net sale is 2 crore 50 lakhs. What is the gross profit ratio? Rajesh?
Yes, sir.
What is gross profit ratio?
Please mute Madhusmita.
20%, sir.
20%.
All of 20%.
Smriti, please tell me.
20%.
Good. Then we'll study the net profit ratio. Please write down the net profit ratio. Here I will tell you one thing, that there is no thumb rule. What thumb rule we used in case of the current ratio, here there is no thumb rule. You can earn any percentage. You can earn up to 100% profit. Right? Please ask me how 100% profit.
How, sir?
Suppose I am dealing with land. I am dealing in land brokery, and I arrange a land for somebody, and I earn a profit of 10 lakh rupees. I don't have any expenditure on that, and I finalize the deal, and I got 10 lakh. 100% profit is there. There is no sale, but 100% profit. Right? So this is any profit you can make. I mean to say, any percentage of profit you can make in case of gross profit or net profit, whatever. Net profit. Then write down net profit formula. Net profit ratio is net profit divided by net sale. If, if net profit of a organization is, suppose I'll tell you three organization X Limited, Y Limited, Z Limited. Each three limit company have same sales, that is 1 crore. X Limited earning 10 lakhs net profit, Y Limited earning 8 lakh net profit, and Z Limited earning 6 lakh net profit. Just tell me what is the net profit ratio and tell me which organization is better. Madhusmita, please tell me.
Sir, I don't know.
Listen question. X, Y, Z. There are
Y
three
is better.
companies and everybody has a turnover. That means net sale 1 crore. X Limited net sale is 1 crore. Y Limited 1 crore. Z Limited 1 crore. And X Limited on a profit of 10 lakhs. Y Limited on a profit of 8 lakhs. And Z Limited on a profit of 6 lakhs. I am asking, what is the net profit ratio of these three companies? Please find out and tell me, your comment, which company is better and which company is worst.
Sir, X Limited should be best and Z should be worst.
Which one?
X should
X
be
is
best.
X is best. Which one is worst?
Z.
Z is worst. Right. Now you
Yes, sir.
understood what is net profit ratio.
Yes, sir.
Then,
Sir, this is ratio or percentage?
yes. Please tell me.
Sir, you asked into 100, so it is a ratio or a percentage?
ratio.
That is, the nomenclature is like that. We are studying financial analysis, and in financial analysis, it is ratio analysis only, right? Ratio analysis means that there are different ratios. I'll tell you, there are different ratios. One is liquidity ratio, another one is profitability ratio, another one is solvency ratio, another one is efficiency ratio, another one is coverage ratio. These are all type of ratios. By using that ratio, you can analyze strength and weakness of a company, of a business organization. That's why it may be in percentage, it may be in times, it may be in ratio, whatever. Right?
Okay, sir.
See, another thing is, then we completed uh, liquidity ratio and profitability ratio. Then we'll start efficiency ratio. Please write down all these type of financial analysis or ratios. One is liquidity ratio, another one is profitability ratio. Please write down. Another one is efficiency ratio, and fourth one is solvency ratio, and fifth one is coverage ratio. wrote it.
Excuse me, sir, what is the fourth one?
Fourth one is your solvency ratio. Fifth one is your coverage ratio. We have already completed two ratios. One is current ratio, another one is profitability ratio. Then we'll start efficiency ratio. What is efficiency ratio? Students, one thing you have to understand, suppose I am selling today and I am getting back my amount after 1 year, and another organization, they are selling today and they are getting back their amount after 1 month. Which one is better?
Second one.
Second one.
Why? Why? Please.
They're getting the profit earlier.
No, it is not profit. I'm selling. Selling means I purchased the goods today and sold it tomorrow. After 1 year, I'm getting the money back from my debtor. And in case of second, I'm purchasing today and selling tomorrow. I'm getting back my money after 1 month. Which is better? After 1 month is better. Suppose why it is better? Because when I invested, like suppose I'm selling 1 crore rupees today, and I'm getting back from my debtor after 1 month. That means I'm getting back 1 crore within 1 month. It may be 15 days. It may be cash sale. Suppose I sold today and I get back 1 crore today only. Which one is better?
Earlier, sir, the return earlier is the better.
Cash sale is better,
Right, sir.
isn't it? So that means when I get back my money today, I can invest it again in my business. When I receive after 1 year, that means my 1 crore rupees invested for the year. I got I will get my amount after one year. That means my 1 crore rupees remain block over a 360 days. So this is very much disadvantage. Your liquidity ratio will be worst. Your liquidity ratio will be quick ratio will be worst. Your liquidity position will be go worst. You are having debtors, you are having but you don't have money to rotate your business. So here some efficiency ratio will study. First is stock turnover ratio. First is stock turnover ratio. What is stock turnover ratio? Stock turnover ratio means the net sale divided by average stock. What is average stock? Stock at the beginning plus stock at the end of the period divided by 2. That is average stock. Suppose why do we we calculate stock turnover ratio? Stock turnover means ratio means suppose during the year you sold 1 crore rupees and your average stock is your average stock is like 10,000 uh, 1 crore 10 lakhs rupees. Then what is the stock turnover ratio? Please write down the formula. Sorry. If your net turnover is 1 crore rupees and your average stock is 10 lakh rupees, then your turnover ratio will be 1 crore divided by 10 is equal to 10 times. That means, please write down the formula. Stock turnover ratio is equal to net sale divided by average stock. Net sale divided by average stock. Wrote it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. Then your net turnover is 1 crore rupees and your average stock is 10 lakh rupees. What is your turnover or stock turnover ratio?
So 10:1.
10:1.
You can say like that, but it is said like this. It is 10 times. What does it mean 10 times? Why we use that? Because your stock is 10 lakh rupees and your turnover is 1 crore rupees. That means 10 times you have rotated your stock. 10 times you have rotated your stock during the year. Then what is the holding period of stock? Holding period means, please write down holding period method. Holding period. Holding period means 365 days divided by stock turnover ratio. So your stock turnover ratio is 10. Then your 365 divided by 10 is equal to your stock holding period is 36 days. That means in every 36 days, your stock has been reduced to zero. Again, it filled, again you purchase, and again you sell. That means within a year, you are rotating your stock for 10 times. That means 30 is in 36 days, we are each 36 days, you are rotating your stock. If I'll tell you another example, if your turnover is if your turnover is 2 crore and your average stock is 10 lakh, what is your turnover ratio?
So 20 times.
Hello?
Yes,
20
sir.
times.
20 times. Yes,
20
sir.
times.
20 times. Then please tell me what is your stock holding period?
Sir, 18 days.
Huh?
18 days.
Right. 18 days. Good. 18 days. Then which one is better? Earlier one is better or this one is better?
This one is better.
This one is better. We are selling the goods and we are purchasing the goods and selling it out. Uh, and again, we are replenish our stock. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Stock, that means the number of time we replenish our stock. Every 18 days we replenish, we restore it. That means uh, in 18 days we are purchasing and we have vacated our stock. And again we are purchasing after 18 days. And after 36 days, again we sold it out. That means every 18 days we are rotating our stock. This is known as stock turnover ratio. And your holding period is 18 days or it may be 18 days in this problem. In earlier problem, it was 36 days. So there are many organizations whose stock turnover ratio may be 6 months, which is or 8 months, which is very bad for the organization because you need to, if it is 8 months, then you need to hold hold the stock for 8 months. That means you need to purchase more and you have to hold the stock for 8 months. Means you need to take bigger go down. The rent will be more, the insurance will be more, the lighting will be more. So if holding period is more, you have to hold more stocks. Quantity of stock should be will be more. You need to invest more. So when your holding period is lesser, you need to take small space of inventory. The godown should be maybe a small space. In case of 8 months, you need to take on rent a bigger godown, which is disadvantage for you. If there would be any loss like fire, any problem or flood, whatever natural calamities, if you will lose your stock, then it is a bigger loss to your organization. In case of 18 days, your stock will be lesser. You need not to pay more rent. You need not to pay more. Need not to pay more salary because one storekeeper is enough for that. All the expenses will be reduced. If it will be more, then more expenditure will be incurred, which is disadvantage for the organization. Then this is stock turnover ratio. Do you understand? The next we'll study the debtor turnover ratio. Debtor turnover ratio, please write it down the formula.
Sir, one doubt, please. Sir,
Please tell me.
in very ninth day, if the holding period is 18 or 36, in the very next day, the next stock will come to the godown. So you have to keep the godown, keep the everything. But the rotation is 18 days, 16 days, 36 days. But turnover holding is that. But the new stock will come and we have to keep in the godown, isn't it?
Right.
So we need the godown. We need the godown
See,
and
your name
everything
is
for the
Kishore,
year.
I think.
Keshav.
Okay. See, it is not 18 days means it does not mean that you are just after 18 days you again order and get the material in your organization. It is the mathematical calculation you are doing. It does.
Yeah.
If physically it may be something different, but mathematically it is so. Your average stock holding period is 18 days.
Okay.
That means you are holding lesser stock, and whatever stock you are holding, you are selling it out within 18 days. It is that means turnover is more there. It does not mean that after 18 days you are going to purchase. It does not mean that. Try to
Okay, sir.
understand the
Thank you.
things. We are taking over here the total sale, and here we are taking the average stock. Average stock means stock at the beginning and stock at the end. Your question may be somewhere here, the concept may be wrong. Suppose in beginning of the year the stock was like 5,000, and end of the year it was 15,000, and we got your average stock is 5,000 plus 15,000 divided by 2 is 10,000 or 10 lakh, whatever. But the thing is, suppose within the year you are having stock of 50 lakhs rupees. Now what will you do? This is the disadvantage of ratio analysis. In that case, what will be happen? We need to find out all the closing stock of 12 months. For finding out the average stock, you need to calculate closing stock of all 12 months and add it and divide it with 12. That will be the correct average stock. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Then we'll study the debtor turnover ratio. Debtor turnover ratio means, please write down the debtor turnover ratio and formula. Debtor turnover ratio formula is credit sale divided by average debtor. Credit sale divided by average debtor. Average debtor means debtor at the beginning of the year, debtor at the end of the year. Okay. Suppose the total credit sale is of an organization like XYZ Limited. Total credit sale is for the year is 1 crore 20 lakhs, and your average debtor is 10 lakhs. What is the debtor turnover ratio?
Twelve times, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the debtor turnover ratio?
Sir, 12.
Sorry?
Sir, 12.
Correct. Then tell me, what is the debtor rotation period, debtor's repayment period? Same way that what is debtor turnover ratio you got,
30.
that will be divided by your 1 year, that is
30.
365 days.
Sir, 30.
365
30
days,
days. 30.
30 days.
हाँ sir, 30 days.
30 days. 30 days means 1 month. Your debtor debtor payout period is how much?
30 days.
30
30
days.
days. It means you are selling today, you are getting back your amount after 1 month. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then credit period is how much?
30 days, sir.
Please write down formula of debtor repayment period. That is equal to 365 days divided by debtor turnover ratio. Again, we'll study. Then same way, I don't have sufficient time to teach you. Same way you can find out the creditor turnover ratio. Creditor turnover ratio means credit credit purchase divided by average creditor. In that way you can find out all the things. Creditor turnover ratio. Next, we'll study solvency ratio. Solvency ratio means solvency ratio, there are two ratios come under it. One is debt to equity ratio. Debt means what? The long term, please write down the debt to equity ratio. Long term debt divided by total asset. Long term debt divided by total asset. Right? Sorry. One mistake. Debt to equity ratio means, please write it down again.
Yes, sir.
Debt divided by shareholders fund. Debt, long-term debt divided by shareholders fund. I'll tell you what is long-term debt. Long-term debt, please write down. That is debenture, term loan, debenture plus term loan, and other long-term loan divided by share capital plus capital reserve plus revenue reserve plus credit balance of profit and loss account. Then
Sir, could you
another one
repeat
is,
the formula, please?
sorry,
Sir, could you repeat the formula, please? This
please
long
write
term.
down. Debt equity ratio is equal to long term debt by shareholders fund. Long term debt divided by shareholders fund. Long term debt is equal to debenture plus your term loan plus other long term loan and shareholder fund. Please write down. Shareholder fund is equal to share capital plus capital reserve plus revenue reserve plus your credit balance of profit and loss account. Okay. Then debt equity ratio will be long term debt by shareholders fund. Then another one is solvency ratio. Now you understood what is shareholders fund. Please write down the formula. Shareholder fund total asset divided by shareholder fund. Solvency ratio is equal to, please write down. Solvency ratio is equal to total asset divided by shareholders fund. Total asset means fixed asset, current asset. Fixed asset means land, building, plant, machinery, furniture, fixture, equipment, office equipment, and 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 long-term investment, plus current asset means stock, debtor, bills receivable, and cash bank. These are all total asset. Total asset by shareholders fund. Shareholder fund means share capital plus capital reserve plus general reserve plus credit balance of PL account. Okay. Here I'll tell you one thing. Your debt equity ratio, the most preferable debt equity ratio is 1:2. When your debt will be 1, your shareholders fund should be 2. Then another ratio, that is coverage ratio. This ratio is most important. Debt service coverage ratio. Please write down the formula. Debt service coverage ratio means net profit after tax, plus interest plus depreciation plus loan repayment installment no, please strike out loan repayment installment. It will be only net profit plus depreciation plus interest divided by interest plus principal repayment of principal. That is debt service coverage ratio. That means your profit should be sufficient to pay out your loan installment.
Sir, interest is on the upper side
That is
also.
any doubt?
Yes, sir. For this formula, you have said that net profit after tax plus interest plus depreciation divided by interest plus principal repayment. So on the upper half of it is also interest, in the lower also there is interest. So both are same.
Same.
Okay.
You can write one word. Only in upper half, you will write that net profit plus interest plus depreciation divided by EMI. You can write in that way. EMI also include interest plus principal. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting my point? That means why we add depreciation and interest with net profit? Net profit means we have already deducted depreciation and your interest We have already deducted. After deducting the depreciation and interest, we got and depreciation, interest, after deducting all the expenses, even also tax, profit after tax. We have deducted, we got net profit after tax. Tax we need to pay, but depreciation is a non-cash expenditure. We need not to pay anybody for depreciation. It is a non-cash expenditure. That's why we added back to net profit. That means what is the cash profit for the organization? Cash profit means when we are going to pay our installment EMI, we should add back the depreciation and interest also. So total profit before depreciation, interest and after tax divided by your EMI. Suppose your net profit plus depreciation plus interest is equal to 1 lakh and your EMI is 50,000, then it is the debt service coverage ratio is 2:1, which is most advantage. This debt service coverage ratio is used by bankers for any company. For big company, this ratio is used. This is the most important ratio, and it is used by the bankers to assess a organization whether they will pay the loan or not. In case of bank assessment to pay loan to their client, they use debt service coverage ratio. If debt service coverage ratio is 2, then you have sufficient fund to pay out your EMI, that means installment. If it is lesser than that, your fund is not sufficient to pay out the installment. That's why your loan application may be declined. So if it is more than 2, if your debt service coverage ratio is 4, then the bank will tell you are having sufficient profit. What is the requirement to make loan? So the more high debt service coverage ratio is not favorable, and lower debt service coverage ratio is also not favorable. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I have one question, please.
Anything?
Hello. Hello.
Please.
Yes, sir. In your assignment, there is a problem from ratio analysis. So one thing is written there, debtor velocity. Is it the same thing as this debtor turnover ratio?
Same thing.
Okay.
Same thing.
Okay, sir.
Debtor
Thank you.
velocity means debtor turnover ratio.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.